Welcome to Spotlight New England. I'm one of your hosts, Audrey McClelland.
I'm Ashley Erling. We've been enjoying some nice weather this week.
It's like a sick tease that New England
It is
has.
a sick tease. This is, what do they call this? Fake spring?
Yeah, it's like flirting.
Yeah.
It's like flirting with us.
Yeah.
You know?
It's great.
I love the flirt.
I love it.
I'll deal with the dating game.
Absolutely. It's been a while, but I could do
It's been
it.
a long time for me too, but I will flirt back.
Has this gotten you kind of like inspired to do anything, or just like, I don't know, leave your house
Leave my
maybe?
house.
Like, that's pretty much what I've been inspired.
Well, I told you, I definitely have wanted to, like 2 years ago, I did like a lot of running.
Yeah.
I was running with my brother.
You have always kind of done a lot of running though.
I have, like, and definitely as I've gotten older, I kind of feel like, my body hurts more from, just doing that hard, like pounding on
Yeah.
the ground. My knees started to
Yeah.
hurt. But I will say, I do always feel better after I work out. And, we've been trying to do a lot of different things, whether it's Pilates
Yeah,
or like a
trying
yoga
different
or like
classes and things like
P-Vol. We're trying to
that.
get over
Yep.
there. So, but, yes, I was inspired I've been an 8-day streak.
I love
I
that.
can't break the streak.
Good.
Just like walking, running.
Yeah.
I think like as I'm getting older too, like I said, like the running is too much for my body.
Yeah.
So I am mixing it up a bit.
But you are like, you're kind of setting goals for yourself.
I am setting goals. So I just asked my brother today if he would do the Blessing of the Fleet,
Like, that's
which
a
is a
big-
popular New England
It's
run.
a popular run, but it's not nothing.
No, it's 10 miles.
That's
it's
a lot.
10 miles.
You like, I give you a lot of credit. I'm
But-
saying, like, I don't think I could do that anymore.
No, but like, my brother,
But I love that.
we do it together.
I'm
And,
inspired by you.
Thank you. And so we always do like a long, and listen, he has like 2 kids. He's like, like he said, I'm in my late 50s,
Yeah.
my brother. And he's like, you know what? My kids are out of the house. He's like, it kind of gives me something as well. We need a goal to kind of stick
I love that you
to.
guys do it together.
And I love it because, like, when in your adult life do you get to spend time with your sibling like
Yeah.
that? And every Saturday morning we get together and we'll do like a long run,
love
and we
that.
laugh, we joke, and we kind of talk about taking care of our parents.
Yep.
Which is always a topic.
Yep.
And it's just nice to be your complete self with somebody with no judgment.
That really,
Right?
and that's a rare thing, honestly. To have, whether it's family or friends or whatever, it's
Yeah.
nice to just like be yourself and
Right.
like maybe do something kind of fun or
Yes. That's my spring
energizing.
Thing. That's
or
my
whatever.
spring thing. What about you?
Well, I don't really have a spring thing. I first of all am inspired by you though.
Thank
so
you.
I would like to try to consistently
you were
figure
on a wedding.
something
You
out.
were on a wedding
I was.
thing.
And then I quit.
And then
I
I'm
was
sorry,
done.
the ring was
That
on the
was it.
finger.
That's
and she
it.
was like,
It's
done,
over.
done.
It's over.
But you can do it because you were so
No,
disciplined.
I know I was. I think that maybe what I might try to do, I mentioned this months ago, but I was like, once the weather gets nice, but now
Yeah.
the weather's getting nice, so I'm nervous I have to actually do it. I'm thinking of re-downloading
Yep.
Peloton. Not for the bike,
Yes.
because I don't have a bike, but to do the walks with like Maddie.
Oh,
Majacomo, who we're
then we gotta go to New York City
obsessed with.
together.
Well, and that's the thing, because like I can't go show up to a Maddie Majacomo class
No, you can't.
being like,
You can't be out of shape.
no, or
No.
like intimidated or whatever.
you can't.
So I want to maybe do walks with him.
Well, that's
Doesn't that sound
actually
kind of
that's
fun?
a goal for us. Like maybe
Yeah.
we should set that goal for like the fall. Like I
Yeah.
love New York City
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
fall.
yeah. That's a good
We'll go
idea.
take one of his classes.
That's a really good idea.
Done.
So
It's
I don't-
accountability right
I
now
haven't
on
actually
the camera.
done anything yet, but this is all marinating up here.
See, you
But
will.
we've been doing this, the whole spring and everything. We've been doing a lot of house stuff.
Yeah, you have been.
So that's really been our main focus, and we just have a lot going on because we actually do have to do a renovation because we had a pipe that had burst.
Yes.
So that area has kind of been our focus, but then it's been fun because now I'm like redecorating all parts of our house and like
Yes.
moving rugs, and like last night we completely like changed around like a setup in one of the
Oh,
rooms, and I was like, oh
perfect.
my god, this looks so much better. Like,
Yeah.
so that's kind of like our spring thing right now. But another thing I want to try to do
Yes.
like more is to get into gardening more.
Oh,
Because
okay.
when we purchased our house, which wasn't like all that long ago, there
Right.
really wasn't landscaping. So we've kind of been like doing the landscaping and
Right.
figuring out what we want and whatever. And so like I think that like,
love
and we
that.
both kind of like enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I want, but I'm not great. Like my husband is very good at it, and
Yeah.
he's like
He knows exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what would grow here? Like, could
Yeah,
we grow
we
this?
have to
So
like
I
the
want to
sun,
just
the
get like a
shade.
little more into that.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that'd be great. You have
we actually have a
beautiful-
yard.
I was gonna say, you have
Yeah.
a beautiful yard where you really can
Yeah.
like amp it up.
Yeah, so
Oh, I
that's
love
like
that.
something, those are all the things I want to do.
Have you ever grown vegetables?
No, not me personally. Like, I remember when I was a kid, my dad did a little bit, but
Okay.
like even that was short lived because like he didn't really have the time
Yeah.
to maintain it. So
Could you do that?
So like I really do want a vegetable garden. I don't know that I have the confidence
I
yet.
feel like you and like even like Mia would have so much fun.
We
doing it
would,
together,
and Mia
you know?
loves. She absolutely loves the gardening stuff. She's actually
so-
she's like our number one helper.
Oh, so there you go.
Yeah, so lots of
love it.
lots of fun spring things to look forward to.
And we have a fun guest coming up next, so make sure you stick around. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Spotlight New England. Our next guest is Katie Potter from Newport Chowder Company, which is just grown so fast.
So I was gonna say
quick.
so quickly.
We were just
Yeah.
chit-chatting before we came on. I thought you were going to tell, we were just saying how long have you, but and you said 2019 was when, but Katie, thanks for being here. I'm
thank
so
you.
excited to dive into this more.
Thank you.
No, we love that you're
I'm glad
here.
you know about it, but I love anything where I can talk about it because there's so many people that still don't know.
Well, and you really
crazy to
have
me.
done so much in a short amount of time. I'm sure it doesn't feel short to you, but it is, like you've grown and grown and grown. But how did take us back? Take
Yeah.
us back. How did it all get started?
All right. So my mom Muriel was an icon. She was had a restaurant in the 80s and 90s. So I'm the youngest of 6. I grew up in the restaurant business and said no. I'm gonna be a physical therapist, and I went to school and more school, and I had a career for 20 years selling medical devices, pacemakers, and spine surgery. So the furthest away from
Wow,
food.
really?
Yeah. So my mom, when she was in her late 80s, started showing signs of dementia, and I said, "Mom, people still ask for your award." She won all the awards back in the 80s and 90s. Her chowder was in the Chowder Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
And so she taught me the recipe, and I said, I'm going to just start making spice packets as like a little favor with the recipe on the back that you
Such a
can
good
customize.
idea.
So I did it as a side hustle.
While you were
and-
still working full
Oh
time.
gosh, yeah, because I don't know why. I really felt like someone needed to do something with this recipe.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Because
didn't want
around-
it to get lost.
Yeah, and I wasn't a chef, so I was like, what do we do here? And that quickly grew, and then the pandemic hit. And people said, I want to try the chowder, though. I don't want to make it. So I joined Hope in Maine. Are you familiar?
Yeah.
Oh, we're super familiar.
Yeah, my husband had a business through Hope and Maine.
So you know Waterman.
Oh, yes.
So if you need Waterman, you're going to join because he's amazing. So I went through that cohort. I started making small batches of chowder,
Yep.
up to 90 gallons, which it is small. And then that was so much work. And once I started getting, I got like a little food cart. And
Yep.
then I love to rehab. My brother's a builder. So I bought a 30-year-old truck, and we rehabbed it into a food truck. And then I did a second food truck, all while working,
Wow, that was still while you were working.
So you were having a dual life literally this entire time.
It was tough, but it was just the demand was there.
Yeah.
People wanted more, and I couldn't do anything during the week because I was in the operating room most days, and you have to be on call.
Yeah.
So I was working 7 days a week. It really put a strain on everything.
Right. Yeah.
So in 2022, I said, "This is it. I've got to leave my company," and I took the jump. Which, if you're an entrepreneur, you
That
have
must
to
be
do it.
so
It
scary.
is the scariest thing. And then I haven't looked back because I can't. So now I'm just hustling even more.
Isn't it funny? Yesterday we had on Christy from Christy Craft Tales, who
Oh, I
also
love
went through
Christy.
Hope.
Yeah, she's
See,
amazing.
she's the connector of everybody. She really is. But she said the same thing, which I think
Yeah.
is so what you just said about. Now I'm just like, now I have to. I'm hustling. Like, you're giving yourself the permission to hustle because you have to. And I think it's something, but she said it's the best thing too, because every day you're betting on yourself.
You are, and it also, like, I don't want to lose. And I
Yes.
don't want to fail. Thankfully my husband had great health insurance.
Yep.
And and he's been very supportive. Behind the scenes, he's not a restaurant guy, but he will do whatever it takes to help me get where I got to go.
Well, so what's that been like for you? Because again, you said while you grew up in a family that was in the you had decided you weren't going to, and now here you are.
are.
You have what, 2 food trucks and a location
yes.
in Newport, which will be opening this weekend, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So what has that been like for you to like, you're like, I'm not doing this, and now
Right.
you are doing that.
You're throwing yourself in it, Katie.
Well, I listened to people that were smarter than me about that kind of
Good
thing
advice.
because I'm not a chef. I know how to make chowder. I knew I had a product, but I always had a goal that I wanted it to go coast to coast because my mom always dreamt of that. And back in the 80s, there wasn't a lot of opportunity. They didn't have the type of facilities to make chowder the way they do now
Yeah.
or soup. So that was always my goal. So even though I have a restaurant, it's seasonal. It's downtown Newport. And so I really always focus, so how am I going to do this? So my big thing and the big break for me recently was that Blount Fine Foods makes my chowder.
Yes.
And they really legitimize my business.
Yeah.
They're incredible. They started as a family-owned business. Todd and Steve have been, very supportive, and the whole team there has been amazing. But now I'm able to distribute, so that's really what I'm focusing on.
Yep.
I stalked a guy at Aldi's for about
it.
2 years.
Love that.
Sorry, Jose, but you know it's true. And he started part-time because his father had food trucks in Puerto Rico. And there was just something about him that I was like, wow, this guy is really just the real deal. And he joined me full-time last February.
Wow.
So he's my operations guy. He's brilliant. He has changed my business. He's given me hope because I'm not young. So I was working like a 25-year-old.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Hard
hard
to keep
work.
up
It's
with.
really
Absolutely.
hard. Yeah.
I still
so-
can't fathom that you were, because a lot of people will start a side hustle and they can like do stuff maybe on their lunch break, or they could do stuff maybe while like there's a little bit of downtime at the office, but you couldn't do that.
No.
And that's like a whole different mindset shift. I mean, you had to completely shut it down until you had little pockets of time to do that. That's a lot.
It is, and I do have to say, during the pandemic, I hustled when a lot of people were home. So like, I never had the chance to stay home. I think I was out of work for 3 weeks, and then they were like, "We're opening the operating rooms. You have to, obviously come in and support." So I wasn't fearful, and I understand the fear that people had. But
Yeah.
So I actually had a lot of time because I'm in the hospitals when there was really no one there.
Oh, that's
so
true.
I was always
Yep.
constantly thinking and improving, and I also wanted to have a product that other people could have. So if you own a restaurant or if you own a food truck and you have a commodity food, which is wonderful, you could make the best recipe.
Yeah.
But you're going to have to make that recipe and deliver to the customer every single day. That's where the hard work is.
Yeah.
So when you get someone to believe in you and you have the right co-packers where you can ship now. So now I have national distribution. And that's really where I'm focusing on. So I'm really focusing on getting the chowder, wherever.
So you like the coast to coast.
Yes, yeah.
So like chowder is such an obviously New England thing, but everyone can appreciate chowder. But what do you think it is about your mom's recipe
So
that really has hit that nerve that people love?
yeah. So the funny thing is, I never grew up eating seafood until I was in my mid-20s. I grew up in Newport, but I just was that person that didn't want to eat it. But I liked my mom's chowder, and I didn't know why, because I still to this day will not go order seafood very often. It has shrimp, scallops, and cod. So it's not a clam chowder, and in a way, and I didn't know this, I'm not really competing with people because, you could have the best clam chowder, but you don't have this chowder.
Right. It's a good point.
And so it's opened up a ton of doors because distributors also need new products because they want to have things that they can serve or sell to their customers. So I've really had a lot of doors and a lot of yeses, where in medical sales for 20 years, it was more no, and getting, I had that tough, after all learning all of that I've learned, like to hear yes all the time, I'm like, this is wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I'm getting paid a little bit less right now, than I did then, but you know what? It means so much more.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Absolutely.
means so much more.
Your story of really just turning into like a full-time entrepreneur is beyond inspiring. So if any, is watching this right now and they're kind of like, they are maybe at a job that they don't love, but they have like a side hustle that they would love to, like, you're the dream, right? You can like literally leave your job. What advice would you give to them right now?
I would say, first of all, I didn't know what the definition of an entrepreneur was. I actually looked it up once because I felt weird saying it.
Right.
Like, it's not a job title. It's not like you know what it is. But the one thing you have to have is you have to be able to take risk. And there's going to be a point if you really want to have your business take off that you have to just jump. And it's never going to be the right time. But you also have to have support. You know, if you don't have support, it can be very lonely.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I did feel alone because I was really just I think all the time. And I'm the type of person that will think something through and I will come up with something and people think I'm aloof because I come up with things and I do things and like, where did that come from?
Yeah.
Because once I say something, I have to do it.
Right.
And that's, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's kind of how
you are.
how I roll. And so you just have to be able to take a risk.
Absolutely.
Something that I think is pretty cool that has come up now a few times, especially with the people who've gone through Hope in Maine, is that Rhode Island connection and how it really seems that Rhode Islanders, Rhode Island business people, small business people really seem to rally around each other and support each other. Like you said with Blount, for, you know, them coming in and kind of really being supportive. Have you found that to be true? I don't know if I would have heard that so much in bigger states, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, support comes from everywhere. Like, obviously social media, which it drives me crazy because I need to do more and more, and it's like
it's hard to keep
and
up
so
with.
you get a lot of support, but those people might be in California that maybe tried your product, or they're Florida and they came to visit Newport. The support comes from people that are like the people at Hope in Maine, we all know, so we're all ready to help. The one thing that I wish I could do better was there's still people on Aquidneck Island that have no idea about my business.
Is that true?
That's unbelievable to me.
it's-
I know, because we know we
Oh,
have
God,
known
yeah.
about it. We didn't just learn about it when we met you.
No.
We had already heard of it.
Yeah, and so we just got into the Clements Market.
Yeah.
group,
Yeah, wonderful.
And I've been doing tastings there, and more often than not, the people from Portsmouth had never heard of my business, and it's like,
Wow.
Interesting.
I don't know what to do. I mean, you know, I mean, it's growing. It's growing
Yes.
organically, and
Yeah.
it's, you know, there's only so much you can do.
Right, you're
But,
right.
Oh, locals.
Yeah.
They
Right.
only go on the same two streets.
They won't go to so many people.
They're not going to go downtown,
No,
right?
they
True. It's true.
I'm sure you get a lot of tourists.
Yes.
That come
back. And I get so
Yeah.
excited. They're like, you're open. I'm so glad you're here. And I'm like, really? You've been here before?
Oh,
I love that, though. That's nice.
Yeah, it
How
is.
does it feel, you know, to carry on your mom's legacy like you kind of set out to do?
You know, it's always been amazing. My mom passed away. Oh gosh, what's today? Is today the 10th?
Yeah.
Is it 10th?
Tomorrow. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Will be 1 year.
One
and
year.
she was 94, and she was the most amazing mom. I'm one of 6. She let us. I mean, I went to physical therapy school when it was so hard to get in, so hard, and she believed in me, and so I believed in myself, you know. And whatever we wanted to do, any of us, whatever we wanted to do, and it was really just to having that, you know. I just wanted to kind of finish what my mom didn't get to finish, and it was really, she had the determination there. Just the technology wasn't there. And now, you know, you see things going viral. We haven't gone viral, so if anybody wants to,
Well,
I don't
you're
know
putting it out there.
How do you do that? But
Nobody
yeah.
knows.
Right.
But you are doing such an amazing job of, you made it, now you're promoting it, and you really just keep on dialing in more and more and more. So, I mean, that's really something to be so proud of.
Yeah, it's
And my
unbelievable.
kids work for me. My 2 kids. Well, my daughter, she's bartending now, which is exactly what I did at her age. I said, you don't have to work for me. I didn't work for my mom, and I loved her. My son's going to college next year, so he's definitely working. But it's fun because they're really seeing, like, he was 11 when I started this, and now, or 12, and now he's going off to college.
Yeah.
And so he's seeing that, you know, you can do things if you work hard.
Right.
And that things can happen.
I love that.
Such a shift,
So
too. Such a
wonderful.
life shift for you.
Yeah.
Amazing. We're just like so happy you
Where
came.
can
What
people
an inspirational story.
follow you,
Oh my gosh.
social? Where can they find you?
Yeah,
et
I
cetera?
kept it easy because I'm
As you should.
smart
You're
in
smart.
some ways, but everything is Newport Chowder Company. There's no
Easy
weird
peasy.
things. I'm on all the social media. Right now, we're working with our distributors. We're now in Clements Market
Yep.
and Lee's Market, and then their Bristol location. England. We're in some stores. I don't want to mention them all, but they're all behind the scenes getting ready for the spring.
Amazing.
So we're just going to keep on growing, and
Wow.
And please come down for St. Patrick's Day, because we always give out free tastings at our restaurant, always.
So smart.
And then
right.
we're also starting a loyalty program so that folks can get free stuff, which everyone
love it.
loves.
Fantastic.
Katie, thanks for chatting with us
Thank you
today.
so much.
So great
This was
to
great.
see you again, and just continued success. So
Aw,
very
I
cool.
appreciate it, really. Thank you.
And stick around. We have more to come with Spotlight New England. Welcome back to Spotlight New England. So as we've talked about throughout the entire month of March, we're continuing Next Star's Remarkable Women, which is unbelievable. And we had a chance to feature an incredible woman today. Her name is Ginger Cameron, and her story is incredible. Take a look.
I was getting text messages all day long. On what could have been a really sad day, I was getting all these pictures of sneakers. And I was like, this is so cool that all these people are thinking about Owen and talking about Owen and wearing their cool sneakers. And so I was like, that's what I need to do. I need to get sneakers to kids.
And that's exactly what Ginger set out to do.
1 year after his passing, I launched a memorial fund for Owen. And within a couple of days, I had a couple $1,000s. A couple more days, it had almost doubled. And everybody was sending me messages. This is an amazing idea. This is so cool. Kids are gonna love this. Sneakers are so important. And I was like, wow, this can really do something. And it just kept growing and growing and growing.
Ginger shared with me what sneakers embody for a child that has never had a new pair.
Shoes are incredibly important to kids, you know, not only for comfort and for well-fitting shoes that are designed for them, it gives them a sense of confidence and security, inclusivity. It really just empowers them.
And Ginger continues to work hard, doing everything she can to get sneakers to kids who need them.
I reached out to school districts, community action programs, the homeless shelters, and that's how I get them, is through the liaisons, through the counselors come to me and provide me names of children or the statistics of the child.
And she's also creating a legacy for Owen.
Losing him was incredibly heartbreaking. But knowing that I can take my pain and put it towards purpose, that's what I needed to do. And knowing that these children are getting these shoes, they get to personally pick them out, or I personally match them with each child. Knowing that they're getting this new pair of shoes, knowing how Owen felt when he had a new pair of shoes, that's how I know these kids feel. So knowing that I can provide that joy and that comfort and that sense of identity to another child, just like Owen loved, is amazing.
How incredible is she, huh?
I mean, you've had, you know, the chance to really meet some amazing women. And when, you know, I had heard about her story, you just think like, wow, you know, how do you, we've met a few women who have had, you know, things that happened to them and somehow made them, you know, so resilient and strong. And it's just so inspirational to see that you can pick yourself up and make good out of something so bad.
No, it's true. And, you know, there's just some stories that I think stick with you. And I know you know this more than anybody after working in the news for over 20 years. But, like, you know, this is one of those stories that will stick with me.
And I like that, you know, obviously that we do this.
Yeah.
Because there are just countless numbers of women who have strong stories, some tragic, some not.
Right.
But it's just, I always love hearing about what inspires other people and gets them to do what they do. And that was really a standout piece.
Yeah, no, I really, you know, just thought it was so great. And if you want to learn information too, WPRI.com, we have all of these stories there. And she's looking for sneaker donations too. So that's one thing she was really
easy thing that you can do to help out.
Absolutely.
And all month long, we're going to feature more remarkable women. So stay tuned all March for that. Thank you for joining us today on Spotlight New England. We'll see you next time.